All the disrespect before you play back, button check. Button check.
What is up, Button Check family? Thank you guys for tuning in once again. We are back. We definitely got some hot topics. Hot clips are back once again as well. Once again, chapters down below if you guys want to skip around to a certain subject. Of course, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And click the notification bell so you can know, because we're going to start posting these a lot more now, sometimes twice a day. And without further ado, we's about to jump into it. And you already know, hope you're having a good day, because if you're not, it's about to get better. Let's go.
Show me a move.
All right, now into the first set of buttons that need to be checked. This one pops off in the world of CEO. Y'all know CEO just went down, right? Talked about it quite a bit. One of the big stories revolving around CEO was how they pulled it off, right? Bailey was like, we're gonna take all precautions. Either you have to provide a card that says you're vaccinated, or you have to show like a negative COVID test. And it went a few ways. Some people were like applauding him, and other people thought that it was like, I guess, evading some of their rights, and they were like, if they didn't really care for it, and they asked for refunds. Either way, of course, tournament still went down. Seemed like a lot of people enjoy it. But now that it's all said and done, I would say most of the responses that I've seen are or have been positive. And I don't mean COVID positive, even though I saw this post the other day where somebody was like, yo, I just got back from CEO and I just tested positive. They believe they were positive or got positive some other way and not from CEO, but they'll give everybody a warning like, yo, if I was around you there, you might want to get tested. And we're gonna pick it up right here with Evan. Is it Hashimoto, if I'm even saying that correctly? Anyway, profile on the screen at EGP Wonder Chef. So Evan got the conversation started just the other day, posting this saying, this is zero disrespect to CEO or its staff, but watching the streams all weekend has proven to me 100% the FGC isn't responsible enough for offline events to safely come back yet. And then instantly, it seems like that tweet almost, goes viral. A lot of people feeling pretty strongly about that statement. Some agreeing, of course, some disagreeing. The homie Salvi B responds to that right here saying, have you watched a single NBA or NHL game? I won't even get into the NFL because that's outdoors. But as far as NBA/NHL, if you think for a second that CEO is bad, just watch either one of those sports literally 40 times worse, literally. And then others kind of adding to that train of thought saying you probably don't even pay attention to world events because there's concerts and events with 5K or even 10K plus people without masks. And not many people care about COVID. It's not just an FGC or even a gaming thing. And there's some responding with the staff seemed to do all that they could, but I don't know, it was weird seeing people in denial of some folks not being masked when there are plenty of photos in the event, hashtag of people without masks. Uncle Jay right here responds to that saying, can't speak for everyone, but the commentators agreed as pairs whether or not to wear masks while on the mic. If both agreed, then they did it without them. And the CEO staff was 100% enforcing people to wear masks at the venue at all times. They were diligent. Evan reads that and responds once again saying, yeah, I'm sure the staff tried their best, but there were easily hundreds of people without masks on streams, some that I know aren't vaccinated. Then I see some going like a little deeper right here, like Joey at Mr. Joe 94 saying, this is in fact quite disrespectful to CEO and the staff as well as the majority of its attendees. The staff organized an event in a red state, which is very with very clear-cut rules and regulations following the CDC. You have no authority to make a claim like this so soon after the event. And others adding on that right here saying the FGC is probably one of the most pro-safety / risk-averse communities there is. I'm glad there was an offline event for the gamers. Other communities like CrossFit or Jiu-Jitsu are at least 1.5 years ahead of the FGC when it comes to resuming in-person events and competition. There it is, ladies and gents, quite a bit to unpack right with that as discussion. You know, I kind of agree with those last comments when they say FGC is really one of the more communities that is, you know, very conscious when it comes to safety and well-being of players. There were so many canceled tournaments, so many canceled tours and whatnot that I think a lot of people were surprised to see that they were still being canceled. It's one of those subjects, right? It's very sensitive because you have some people that, you know, believe in the vaccination or don't believe it, or some people don't, shit. There's some people that don't even believe in COVID, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe I should say more so and not believe in it, but believe how serious it is, or maybe even how it works. And then it goes down to like, it's more of a right to choose, right? Some people are not totally against the vaccination, they're just totally against their right to choose whether or not that they should be vaccinated, right? They do not like for other people to tell them what they have to do. Then all that sprinkles down into the FGC, and I'm like I said, these last comments, I saw a lot of other, you know, like they were saying UFC and all these other places opening back up, and they're, you know, people were just ready to quote unquote get back to life, you know what I'm saying? Go back outside and to live. And I can speak for somebody that has seen this because I live in Texas right now. In Texas, they don't give a shit. Of course, you can't say that for everybody in Texas, but I'm talking about as a state in whole. You would think, like I had family coming from California and they were surprised. They were like, shit, y'all is popping. Texas opened as soon as they could. Like we did close down, you know, those first months where everybody was worried and they didn't know what COVID was, all that stuff. Yeah, we shut down, but once we started opening it up, I mean, we stayed open. Everything is open. And it's been open, and like I could say now, like it's like, there's still people that wear masks, but it's less, it's way less than it was. Anyway, getting back to this, you know, I do my best to stay neutral on this channel, and I always say it's cool to agree to disagree, but I, for one, am glad that CEO was back. I'm glad that they were able to do it this way. They did, like they said, they did the best that they could as far as saying, hey, you got to be vaccinated or show proof of a negative test. And then at the end of the day, everybody was a grown adult, so they made, of course, the decision for themselves. I also think there's no way you can 100% you can never guarantee everybody's safety. That's just impossible. You could only do the best that you can do. So when thinking all of that and saying all of that, I, for one, let me know if you disagree, but I'm glad that CEO went down. There it is, one more again. Thank you guys for watching. We might actually do a double. I'm not sure. We might actually do 2 videos today because I got a lot to talk about. So anyway, we're doing a lot. Stay tuned, ring the bell. See y'all soon. Love you forever. Peace. Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
For Dr. African! That man is
What man doing? With the
What's in
hitbox
that
behind
bag?
him. With the hitbox behind
What's in
him.
that bag?
What's in the bag?
What's in the bag?
Out?
I need to know.
What? Oh! You all got
Boo that man! Boo him! Boo him!
Get all y'all before he gets his opponent.
And I've had both these guys on my channel, and I'm ashamed. We do not condone, we do not promote, we do not do anything except family content. Crazy. But I mean, look, she just, Jesus Christ. And therefore, I mean, 10.
What the f?
Playing video.
fucking white people.
Okay, well, I do some of that shit too, but anyway.